everybody. It's Monday night, about 10:30 at night. I'm on my back patio. There are two spotlights right there. Like, pretty much that's all I've got for lights back here. So the mosquitoes are kind of like bouncing off my glasses and my head. But anyway, we haven't posted in a couple of days, and the reason is because of Hurricane Dorian. We live in Florida. We live about 3 miles off the coast, a little bit between Daytona and Jacksonville. They've been predicting that Dorian is heading straight for us for a while. Now he seems to be turning a little bit, and we may just catch the side of him. We're really not too sure. All I know is he's been stationary. Dorian has been stationary over the Bahamas for, I don't know, 18 hours. Category 5 hurricane. They're getting torn up, and it hasn't been moving. It's stationary. So hopefully soon it'll get moving and it'll turn and stay away from us. But right now it's about 100 miles away. You can hear there's really not a lot of wind, no rain. It's very calm. It's the calm before the storm, pretty much. But we wanted to apologize to everybody, all our subscribers, all of our viewers. We usually put videos out, you know, at least 5 a week, and we haven't been able to do that. So I'm going to try to get this video out. I'm going to try to keep getting content. We've lost power a couple times already where we live. The grid's very weak, so if the wind blows hard, we lose power. So we've already lost power a couple times. So without power, I really can't like upload anything. But as long as I have batteries in my camera, I'm going to keep content. I'm going to keep trying to show you guys what's going on. We're hoping this storm's going to turn and it's not going to come directly over the top of us. If it does, we're boarded up, we're ready, we've got provisions. I'll show you everything, but I wanted to kind of do this out of order. This is kind of like one of the last things I'm gonna video before I show you everything, and then I guess we'll go from there. I have videos of us filling sandbags and kind of preparing the house and going to Target and showing you how there's no water or bread, so I'm going to show you all that stuff. And that happened earlier this week, and that was one of the reasons why we haven't really been posting anything or doing anything, because we've just been so busy. Anyhow, we're here. We're not going anywhere. Anarchy's still an active channel. It's just been kind of rough for the past couple of days. So here you go. Hey everybody, we are at the Public Works. It is Thursday about noon on the 29th, and we are preparing for Hurricane Dorian. As you can see down there, filling sandbags. You get the shovels right there, and we're gonna go and get 10 plastic bags basically and fill up sandbags. Hurricane Dorian is out in the ocean right now. It just went by Puerto Rico and it's building up steam, so we're gonna try to be as prepared as we can. And here you go, giant pile of sand, a bunch of white bags. We're filling sandbags. Crazy. So I just carried 2 of the sandbags to the truck, and it is heavy. You can see they're loading up their sandbags. And here's the giant pile of sand.
You want to bring your load out?
It's fun doing it by yourself, isn't it?
I can't hear you. What?
So you're just dumping it in the bag. That's because I'm under one hand. Let me turn this thing off, but that's what we're doing. The maximum is 10 bags. We just filled our 10th bag. That's hard work. It's like 90 degrees out, but that's what we're doing. We got our last bag there. Whew. And there you go. That's what's going on. That's what we were just doing. All right. So this is what we got. It was a 10 bag limit. He said I can come back tomorrow and get 10 more, but I guarantee there will be no more of those white bags left. So we got our 10. and that's what we're gonna have to make do with. There you go.
All-important path that everyone's waiting for. If you did not see this update at 11 a.m., now the storm is forecast to become a Category 4. It will continue to strengthen today. It's already starting to strengthen now, and it's expected to even be a major Category 3 storm as early as overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. From there, the storm continues to move to the west. A little bit later, we'll talk more about why it's pushing farther south and moving more due west instead of north and west and curving away from us. There is a steering current that's helping with this. Now, the storm is expected to eventually head north, so it could mean that a lot of the state of Florida is impacted. But remember, we're always telling you, don't focus on the little red icon. This whole area, which is the entire state of Florida, is in that zone. Now, right now, hurricane hunters have been up in here, and they did find that the storm had strengthened. The pressure dropped a little bit, which means it's intensifying. The winds...
So it doesn't look like there's a giant monster storm barreling towards us, but right now there is. A really nice day. It's hot. We just filled 10 giant sandbags and stowed them in the garage. So now we're going to go and kind of drive around town, hit the Target, maybe a Walmart. We're gonna go to Home Depot and see what supplies we can get. We already loaded up yesterday, but we're gonna see if we can get some more water because we were short. See if we can get some, oh, gas cans. Let's get the gas cans and we'll show you what we find. Here we go. Hey guys, I know it's Thursday, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the track is still showing that the hurricane's gonna be coming pretty close to us. Now it's up to a Category 4. People are kind of freaking out, so we're gonna go into a Target and see how bad it is. It doesn't look too bad, but then again, maybe we can score some water. We already got gas. We got lucky.
Hey, just an update team if anyone asks. We do. Do you need help with something?
So we got water, plastic utensils. Where would that be? So this is where the water was. It's out. There's none. So this is the paper towel aisle.
How many can that pack up?
As you can see, even the paper towels are starting to get bought up. A lot of the coolers are starting to go. By tomorrow, this will be all picked clean. Batteries are pretty much done. This is where all the flashlights were. I've actually ordered some lanterns through Amazon. I have Amazon Prime, so it should get to my house before the storm hits. Same thing with batteries. I ordered a case of D's and another case of AA's, but I was hoping to get a couple of cheap flashlights. We'll keep looking. But anyway, this is what we've got so far. We got a couple of cases of water. They were limited to 2 per cart. All kind of throwaway cups and plates and stuff like that, and disinfecting wipes. That's what we've got so far. Wow. Okay, so this is the bread aisle. Completely wiped out. Wow. They still got chocolate donuts. I got those yesterday. Gotta have chocolate donuts in the hurricane. But that is crazy. Bread aisle is completely wiped out. Wow. Now we're in the soup aisle, and you can see, yeah, the chicken noodle, chicken with stars is all gone. Do we have anything? Grab like 3 cans of chicken noodle. Just in case. And raviolis and stuff like that. Wow. Okay, so look at the canned stuff. All the soups and everything are getting pretty low already. Holy moly. We got a bunch of rice, right? We bought 2 boxes of that yesterday, so we're good with that. None of us are going to eat this chili stuff, so there's no point. Whoa. Look at the tuna. The tuna and the canned chicken is torn up. Alright, everybody, so you can see they're starting to run out of stuff, and I know they're bringing trucks in because they keep bringing these giant skids of water out, and yesterday there was none. So they're definitely bringing stuff in. Oh, lots of it too. So they're trying to keep it supplied, but you can see the shelves are starting to get bare. We're going to be going into Lowe's to get some building supplies. I need to shore up my fence so it doesn't blow away. So we're gonna go in and see if we can find some pressure treat 2x4s, hopefully 10-footers, and see what other trouble we can get into. But that's where we're going. We're gonna go into Lowe's. So it looks like they're just about out of generators. They're definitely selling through on their cheaper grills. Cheap flashlights, looks like those might be gone. So that's enough pressure treat to shore up my fence. And now we're gonna just pay for it and get it in the truck. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Sunday, September 1st, and it may look nice outside, but there's actually a giant hurricane, Dorian, out in the Atlantic Ocean. I'd say would they say about 150 miles away from us? And so far it's looking like we're gonna get hit. So that's why we haven't really been posting a lot of videos, because we've been busy trying to find water, batteries, canned food, and trying to make our house not blow away in the storm. So we just moved some sandbags. We're gonna put the truck in the garage, and then we're gonna go to Target and see if there's anything we can find. So here we go. That's our fence. Because last time when, what was it, Irma? When Irma came through here, that fence, that gate almost came off. These are the sandbags. We've got video of me and Nick filling these things the other day, so now those are coming into play, because we've never had water go into the garage, but they're talking about anywhere from 10 to 30 inches of rain in one day. So, you never know. All of our lawn ornaments, gnomes, potted plants, everything has to get picked up and moved. There was all kinds of stuff in here. It's all been moved. These are plant stands. They're so heavy, we just flip them over, because if those get picked up, then the whole house is gonna. But the front door is boarded up, sandbags in front of the door, and just to go down here, we're boarded up. And all the way down here. Is this going to be necessary? Who knows? Hopefully not. Hopefully it's all overkill and we get 10-mile-an-hour winds and that's it. But anyway, the reason we didn't board this window up is because this giant vine is blocking it. We've got the grill because we're probably going to be cooking on it, because we're going to lose power, because we always do. We live basically right on the East Coast. I'd say about 3 miles away from the ocean. We're a little bit north of Daytona Beach. So if you are watching the news, you could see that right now a Category 5 hurricane is on its way. Anyway, we're going to put the truck in, and then we're going to go see what there is to see at Target. Woohoo! Okay, so we're in Target, and it's actually very quiet. But you can see there are like big holes where the butter's supposed to be. Why people are stocking up on butter, I don't know, because soon we're not going to have any electricity. Like, that's why there's still a lot of frozen goods left, because everybody knows that soon they won't have a freezer. Wow. You can see it's pretty torn up. Energy drinks, empty. And all this is water. Completely empty. No water. All the paper plates, plastic utensils, because you know soon we're probably not going to have water. All the Oreos, empty. A lot of the potato chips, empty. Oh, I wonder what I can find to eat. Gotta get the potato chips.
God bless you.
Wow. Bread is gone. There are definitely big holes. Sugar is pretty much out. Anything that doesn't need refrigeration is gonna go. Wow, look at this. It's just crazy. The bread aisle is like, just, there's nothing here. No bread at all. They've got some, it says bread also available in the Target bakery. Do we need bread? Pound cake. I had to fit the truck in the garage and it wouldn't fit. So I have to take apart part of my workbench that holds my like chop saw to get the truck to fit, but it shouldn't take too long, I hope. It's Sunday about 8 o'clock at night, and you could see, sorry, I'm basically just videotaping the TV, but you could see Dorian is huge. It's right now, it's a Category 5 hurricane. Hopefully by the time it reaches us, it won't be a Category 4, but that's what it's basically saying is once it hits us, it might be a Category 4. If you look at the map, we are about 3 miles in. We're right about here. A little bit between Daytona Beach and Jacksonville. And it's showing somewhere between a Category 4 and a Category 3 hurricane is going to be coming pretty damn close to my house. So, we're boarded up. We're sandbagged. I just got to get the truck in the garage. And hopefully everything's going to be cool. And hopefully this giant storm eventually turns north and stops going west.
Take a look down Hurricane Dorian, stationary, still stationary here. This is the 9 o'clock hourly advisory. Pressure's at 942 millibars. The wind around the center of that storm still at 140 miles an hour. As we get past midnight or very close to the 11 o'clock hour, we're hoping that we're just going to start to see the beginning stages of movement with Dorian that will ultimately take it away off towards the north and the east. But for us, here's the bottom line. This is going to be a major hurricane going by to our east by what looks like close to 100 miles off to the east of our coastline. The models are really lining up nicely. We feel very confident about this forecast now. Hobbling there on the north side of Freeport. As you can see, bouncing back and forth, just kind of sitting there like a cruise ship in port. There's the spin, just going round and round and round and waiting on that feature to the north.
Dorian has been downgraded slightly today from a Category 5 to a Cat 4, but it's still incredibly big and incredibly powerful. Good evening, I'm Martha Sagowski.
And I'm Greg North. Let's get you caught up on the latest with the storm. The eye of Dorian is sitting about 140 miles off the coast of Brevard County. Wind gusts of 48 miles per hour have been recorded from squalls from the edge of the storm already. And right now, it is stagnant, not moving anywhere. And that's bad news for the Bahamas, where at least 5 people are reported killed. Curfews set to go into place for parts of central Florida tomorrow night. Let's get right over to certified chief meteorologist Tom Terry tracking Hurricane Dorian that is basically walking at a person's pace of maybe 1 mile an hour.
Yeah, it's just sitting here. It's been stationary for the last 2-3 hours. Before that, only 1 mile per hour movement. A wind still 140. We just got a 10 o'clock position update, completely unchanged. Let me show you the last 12 hours of the center of this storm. Hasn't moved. I have never seen a hurricane of this magnitude sit in one place for this long. Incredible. And again, the eye wall, the storm surge has just decimated first Great Abaco and now Freeport. Stationary, it will slowly weaken as it approaches, but it has a very large wind field. Will be on that western edge as we've talked so much about. That's why hurricane warnings are up along the coast. So from tomorrow night through Wednesday morning through Wednesday afternoon, that's going to be the longest 36-hour stretch of rough weather for us, including a battering at the coast. We'll take you county by county with impacts for you coming up.
And mandatory evacuation orders are in place for parts of several counties across central Florida. That includes sections of Volusia, Flagler, and Brevard County.
Good evening, everybody. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I guess you could say it's Tuesday morning, early morning. I just finished editing the video, so I'm gonna put this at an end tag just to let everybody know. Hurricane is still out in the Atlantic Ocean, still over the Bahamas. It's stationary. It's looking like they keep saying it's going to turn, but really hasn't moved yet, hasn't turned yet. We're getting rain bands coming through every so often. One just came through. The wind was pretty strong, pretty decent amount of rain, but it comes through really fast. You can hear the frogs. They're having a blast. So anyway, with that being said, can you